Hello everyone and welcome back to Warboats Live and some more Dicey Dungeons. So we're just going to quickly explain the goal today. So again, is this going to work? Perfect. Okay, so as you can see, this is what the board looks like now. We have found our 4, which is down here. We found our 2, like I mentioned yesterday. This was the hit that's told us it was a 2, so either that's the 2 or that's the 2. I'm choosing to believe for now that this is the 2. However, I have now realised that it's possible it's not, so we will talk about that. So yeah, I believe this is the 4, this is the 2, then this is a 3. However, it's not completed yet, which means this is a 4, but obviously it can't be a 4, which means this is a 5. So that's a 5 going across. Then we have this one here, and you know, it can't go up, it can't go down, it can't go left, so it has to go right, and then that's going to be a 3 going that way. And then I've got another 3 just somewhere on the board. So something I have realised that is possible is this is the 4. This is actually the 2 going up and down the way. This could be anything, you know, these, basically what I'm saying is these could be connected going up. That could be a 3, that could be a 5. I'm very nervous that this is possible because I basically have the game like played out in my head. Okay, we'll get those 2, we'll get those 2, then we'll find other ones. But it could actually be that these are both misses, which would not be great. So, to find that out today, well, like basically either way, these are both in Dicey Dungeons. Like I mentioned yesterday, this is like a late game one, and this is a early game one. Well, not like early, but I mean we can get it now. So if I get that, and it is a hit, then that now means that this has to be a 5, I believe. And then that means we can go with what we thought. If this is a miss, then it does mean that I need to completely change the, like, where I'm going. Yeah, so that's what we're doing today. We're going to complete any elimination round episode, which I have unlocked. I don't know how hard they're meant to be, but it's level 4, so you'd think, like, hard, kind of. However, I did, you know, I've done level 1 and level 2, so we're only skipping level 3. Yeah, and then the plan is that hopefully at some point I'll be able to do this. I may have to do it off camera just because it does seem like it's going to take a while. And then I might actually go, it's either going to be tomorrow or I might actually, if I have time, I might just go live later tonight. Because this one is Henry Halfhead, which is a game I want to play on here. And then that will also get us these. Obviously it's a waste to get 2, but that is a good one for finding out there's a 3. So that is the plan today. We're going to do an elimination round episode. Like I said, don't know how long it will take. I don't know how hard it's going to be, but that is the plan. Again, I was meant to be live earlier, but you know how it goes. So, just double checking. Perfect, perfect. Turn the timer on. Okay, so you've got your usual equipment, usual health, everything. It's a shame all your wounded enemies have extra health and upgraded weapons. Okay. So actually, can we see, have we unlocked any other? Yeah, okay, so it seems like you have to unlock 1. You have to beat 1 to unlock the 4th one. So we just have to do this one. Hey Matt, how's it going? Matt, I've got a bone to pick with you. After beating me last week. And it was like, I feel like it wasn't last minute, but I didn't check it after I'd finished mine. And then I think it was on like the day of. I checked to see how you'd done. And you just beat me. By what was it? Yeah, 2 misses. Wonder what would happen if we had tied. I guess maybe it's just like time based, like I would have won just because it was faster. Yeah, fair play. Yeah, again, hard board as well, I think. Like, I'm looking at it now. Just because they were like, they're touching. I feel like anytime the ships are touching, you know. I can't wait to hear that, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It will be on the next video. And Blink, we're going well. There's a chance that I don't understand what the board looks like. Yeah, I'll just quickly mention. So this is what we're at now. So I've got my 4. This, when I got this one, it was a hit. It was a sink for the 2. So I assumed it's going that way. But then we've got this 3, which I'm assuming are connected. However, that's not a hit, so it has to keep going, and it can't be a 4 because we have a 4. So this is our 5. So this is our 4, this is our 2, this is our 5. Then this can't go left, down, or up, so that has to be our 3 this way. And then that means we just have to find our 3 somewhere else. However, I've got this sinking feeling that this up and down is actually the 2. Which now means that this, like, these are not connected. These go up and down as well. And then these go up and down. So actually, instead of, you know, I thought this is a 5 going across, but I think it's possibly 4 different ships that go up and down. But we will find out that today, I guess, because we're going for this one. So if that's a miss, then we have to change the game plan. But hopefully it's a hit, and then we just continue. And then hopefully find that 3 at some point. Yeah, other than I'm missing the final 3. Obviously, you just need to kind of eliminate that across the board. But we should be okay. Because that is, I'm away next Wednesday, so I'm playing like, I need to beat it in half the time that you usually have, you know, and I haven't finished by Tuesday. So just have a normal board. Yeah, I don't know, because I played it yesterday. I played it for an hour and a half, and I felt like the first run that I had was quite boring. Like, I just kept on putting a shield up, but then the second one was more interesting, and I guess that is like the gimmick about the game, that it has the, you know, like, it has 6 characters, but actually each like episode is like very different. So yeah, I'm excited to get into the more weird ones. Like, I mean, the one we're playing now is just that the enemies have more health, and I think do more damage or something like that. Oh yeah, all their skills are updated. So okay, I think we'll just use the Fury now. I do think part of it, I think you should always be using the Fury, or like the limit break or whatever. And I keep on saving it. Deal 6 damage, burn 1 dice. Yeah, I feel like I don't care about that. Matt, do you remember how long it took you? Because I kind of can't get a read on it. Like, I forgot how long the runs are. Like, I've only done 2 in an hour and a half. I don't remember them being that long. Because yeah, I played this on PC a little bit. I guess back when it came out, or maybe like a year after. Okay, so do we actually... You know, technically this does 8 damage if they touch the dice. But I think that we do just want to attack, and then... Yeah, we'll take that. There's no point, I feel like if it's over a 3, there's no point really rolling the dice. What happens if we die first? Like on the first go. So I think we just use our limit break again. Yeah, so is it every 8 HP you get that back? That's interesting. Because if you got a healing card, I don't even know what you call them, like equipment, that you could play for the limit breaks. How's your guys' Warboats going? It's actually, it's sad we're not up against each other, because I liked being able to easily check in. You know, while I'm looking at mine, I can just click down. Oh man, I see we are neck and neck. We're 5th and 6th, and I'm Blinkum at 9th. But it's like, I mean, there's 14 points between it, so. 5 hits, 6 misses. And then Blink has 6 hits, 7 misses. Very interesting. I'm just looking at the boards. Okay, so now we have 2 dice. We'll just do that. There's no, I don't think you can like overkill in them, you know. If you have to get 8, get this, you have to get 8. Mine's going decent, but I'm worried. I either have an easy boat that just requires a Bioshock Infinite Trophy, or it's 2 boats that both contain a bunch of beat the whole game. Yeah. I have that for, I think, Neo came back up, which I had in week 1, and I found that so hard. But all it was to beat like the 5th boss in the game. So I managed to do that using like summons. But it's came back now, and it's for beating the Twilight mission, which is for like, once you've beaten the game, you can now do the story missions even harder. I'm like, oh my god, I don't think I can do that. So I'm kind of hoping that that one just doesn't come up. I also do have like I've got 4:28. 4:28 should be just Canambo, and I've got like the 4 PM times, which, you know, the game starts at 10. So I don't know how long that would take, and I don't want to like just skip through the like I could, you know, you could just mash X. So I'm like, I want to like play it, but then what I understand the game is like quite long, so I don't know. Again, we'll see about that one. 34 hours for the plat with some AFK time. Yeah, okay, yeah, because that is. I mean, I think there's 43 episodes, so that makes sense if you're spending like maybe 40 minutes per episode. 30 hours if you don't skip, yeah. Because that was, I got Doki Doki Literature Club came up, and that was the same one where I'm like, obviously I don't want to just skip through it, but I loaded it up and I was going to play it, and I was like, I'm just not in the mood for this. But that does have like a skip button, where it does just like skip through the whole game, so I could like kind of not look at it and still get through. You shouldn't skip because it's an amazing game. It's also not, yeah, because I was thinking that because you have to like make decisions in the dialogue, don't you? And yeah, also to get all the endings, I have to like follow a guide anyway. So I've actually got, you know, get the board back up. Yeah, so it's these in this corner. These are both, what are they? Yeah, clear 5 o'clock and get all bad ends in 4 o'clock. And then down the way is the one in Neo, which I'm trying to avoid. So I'm just hoping that there's nothing here. This section seems a lot easier. I mean, here's another Dicey Dungeon one for completing 12 episodes. And then these are Henry Halfhead, which I'm planning on playing tomorrow, because I need it down here. So hopefully they come up here. And then if not, there's some easy ones here. There, you know, especially only this. This as well, there's a pentiment one for like completing an act in a certain way. And I have played the game, but I'm saving the replays of it for like when I want to. You know, I'm like, I don't want to follow a guide. So should we do these? I think anytime it's under a 4, we should hit the disc. Then do that, and that, and that. Yeah, so today we're going to do this elimination thing, which will tell us what our board looks like. You know, am I correct that this is a 5, or do we have like 5 vertical ships next to each other? That's the thing too with Warboats, I feel like I keep on like starting games that I want to play and then not having a reason to go back to them, but you know, like I need to play up to a certain point and then I save, and I've not went back to it. Like I started Citizen Sleeper up to a point, and then last night I started 1000 X Resist. So we're actually going to do 3 damage here and then burn that. Yeah, and then it was like I got to the point that the Luffy popped, and then I just saved at the end of chapter 1, and I was like, when I'm like, you know, now I need to go back to it because obviously I started this like kind of visual novel. We can still get the shield again, or we can do damage. I don't understand. The boomerang is so into this, and it's like, I guess it's good for Fury, and if you can heal. I think we should do the shield. Pump the dice. Completion percentage down like 3%. Oh yeah, because you guys added like games that you've not started. Yeah, thankfully I only had games that were on my account already. Yeah, so you're basically doing like a bean dive. Okay, so it's one of the weird ones where I guess we just use the 6. And then are we playing towards the shield? I guess. But now we have less staff. The dice, you know. It was funny, years ago, I had a bunch of games on my profile, because it was like, you know, games I would never go back to. Like, when I was like 7 years old, my brother had a NFL, like a Madden game, and I played that once, and now that's on my account. I'm like, I'm never going to go back and clean up, like, Madden 2007 or whatever. But yeah, so I had all those, but recently I'm like, no, actually, I want them back on, even if they are, you know, if I don't go back to them, I don't actually care about that. You know, the completion percentage should be an actual completion percentage. Yeah, so there's a bunch of games like Marvel Heroes Omega, which I played for a bit, and then that got delisted. So that got taken off. But I'm slowly adding them back, but there's no like easy way to do it. I don't know why the thing works like this, but yeah, yesterday for the targets this month, you have to get 9 silver trophies in a racing game. So I was looking at what I could do, and on, I don't know how, but I don't know why, but on their trophies, they don't like, they can see your hidden games for some reason. Yeah, like, so Dive Club came up, and I was like, I forgot I played that. So yeah, I just wanted to do like 1 damage. Actually, hopefully he touches the dice. Unlucky. There you go. Yeah, so Dive Club came up, and I was like, okay, so if you load up a game that's been hidden, you can open it and then it goes on your account. Like, it goes to the top of your account, then you can unhide it without. So if you find the game, you can easily do it that way. So I loaded up the Dive Club and unhid it, and I didn't realise that there's so much DLC for that game that my completion percentage went down. I think it was at like 65.1, and it went down to 64.8 just within 1 game. I was like, oh my god. Actually, I want to hide it again. And this thing is, all the DLC's been delisted as well. So, you know, technically, I think I can still get the platinum if I want to, but there's just so much that my goal is to get every game to an A at least, but on the grading system. Okay, so do we want to go into shock? I feel like I don't know what we're doing. I feel like the game kind of decides how you're playing by giving you stuff. Like, you know, we got a burn thing, so that's what we're doing. But it's like, do we want to start? I forgot where the bump as well. I actually do think the spiked shield might be a mistake. Yeah, whenever someone says they're going to start on your account, I don't really understand it. But like, if you care about the 100%, but I don't know, I guess it depends how long you've been playing as well. You know, like my account is like, I'm assuming yours will be the same. Like my account's 18 years old at this point. You know, it's like, I'm not going to start a new one now. Yeah, on East, I believe it would have been whenever GTA 4 came out. Yeah, it was the first off the boat in GTA 4 on the 6th of November 2008. So that's weird. You know, maybe, I don't know if the trophies took ages to come out, but GTA 4 came out in April that year, and apparently I didn't play it till November. That's so weird. Like, I imagine, like, GTA 5 I played on launch day, GTA 6 I played on launch day. It's like the idea, like, I guess obviously I was younger then, so I didn't. Oh no, yeah, actually, it does look like GTA 4 got to the DLC 6 months after it came out. It's funny. There's one person that got it in May. Yeah, I like the idea of cleaning stuff up as well. Obviously, it's like unsatisfying to not get the platinum. But unlike now, if you have PSN profiles plus, all the unearned, all of the unobtainable ones go like orange. Like, that's cool. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I feel like maybe, do we care about shock? I think we just don't buy anything. I know we've got a spare space, but it's possible we just die. Okay, so I think we want to go. We go here because we can get to everything that way. Here we're fitting the cactus, who has thorns, which is a new mechanic. So we're going to do that. Lido. And then we'll just do that. I think the game does have like status effects, like not status effects, like type advantages. I don't understand how that works. Like, he did a lot of damage there. Thorns, enemy takes 2 damage if they attack. Okay, well that's not good. Do we want to just burn 2 of these dice? Is that anything? Let's do this first. Okay, so then we'll play that, and then we'll Fury. I don't know if this actually might kill us, but yeah, and then we. Okay, so I think we have to do this. I think if we attack now, it takes us down to 1 health. He'll go down to 3, and then hopefully he picks up both of his dice and kills us without us getting hit. Is that possible? Okay. No, it's so close. He touched it. I like it. It was funny. He touched the one that didn't. He wasn't going to use. Because I was thinking, obviously, he's going to touch it and then play it. If we had like a little bit more health, would be better. Okay, so I'm guessing that we haven't unlocked any more episodes from dying. Yeah, so it does look like we're stuck on this one until we beat it. That was when I was thinking like, oh, this is going to take like half an hour. I forget that the game is like actually hard. But it's also, you know, it's RNG. It depends what you get at the start. Okay, so anything. I guess we want to go to anything above a. Yeah, okay. If you've got 2 dice like that and only one, you're going to play one. You just want to keep the highest one and then keep the other one to get another 8 damage on the first turn. Okay, here we can't just win. Okay, so I guess we have a shock build. Yeah, man, like 2 weeks ago, because obviously I've been saving this because I think it'd be fun to play on Twitch. 2 weeks ago I had to poison someone, I had to put 10 stacks of poison on someone for Warboats. And I was like, well, I don't have time to go live this week, so we'll just, like, you know, speed done it. And it didn't take ages, but it did take a long time. I had to basically, I followed the guide, you had to like copy a poison thing off an enemy. Obviously you would get that naturally if you know, like, just by playing you'll get a poison build and then you'll be like, okay, we'll get that to Delphi. But it's just so funny trying to like force it. Okay, so we can shock him. Because it killed, see, I don't know when you use Fury. 8 out of 10's into this and I feel like that's... Because what I understand, it's the game's quite easy, but there's a lot of hard ones, if that makes sense. You know? Like, some of the episodes are just like impossible until you beat them. But there is also, there's the mode that makes enemies have 25% less health. And I'm not opposed to doing that. I also did see that there's, you can save scum, like now if I'm fighting the squid and I'm about to die, if you save and quit, it just loads you before the fight. So again, it's like, you know, I'm not opposed to using any tactics to beat this game. Okay, let's use, I feel like we should always be using Fury. I did see though that it's going to take 9 HP this time, I think. So the requirements go up. Okay, so now if we get a 6 we win. Now we can grab the chest and get a bump. It's also RNG depending on who you go up against. You know, some enemies are just like harder. I feel I'm never gonna learn that. I kind of don't play against the enemies, I just do what I'm doing and then they do what they're doing, if that makes sense. Okay, so we're looking for a 6. Okay, so let's bump that into a 6. And then play the 4. I do think shock might be... Now, because if you shock... I guess you can't. I was going to say if you shock so many times they have to use all their dice. But it does mean it can make it so that they can only play one thing. Okay, I'm going to use my Fury again because we're going to take damage here. And then I'm going to wait it out, I think. I guess we can... Like, we'll just be safe, we'll do that. Yeah, so you could... I was thinking you can like, if you shock them enough, you can completely lock up the board. But I guess you can't, because they can't just play one. But you can make it so they can only play one attack on you at one time. Spike shield or boomerang. I guess we should do the shield. It's just so... Like, because we had the shield that first time and it was like so boring. But it was like safe, I guess, you know? But same thing, we play till we get a 6 and then we just play our highest. Okay. So again, we're going to Fury. Okay, so actually it looks like the Fury goes up by 1 each turn. So that is into this one. So we shouldn't... Like, we like... There's like maths involved of like how often should you be playing it. Okay, so we have a shock. I don't want to do a poison build. We've not got it yet. I feel like we should do that just because we have. Yeah, we're like shocking and we've got a spare space. And that one also does damage. Nice. Oh, you know, I think I should win for Productive first. But... Okay, so play that. Play that. So, I mean, that was like a perfect turn for this, basically. I guess actually, yeah, this guy, it kind of shows the power of shock, you know? He had to waste both of his, dice there. So hopefully we get... Yeah, I'm happy with that, and then we'll... Because it would be, whatever one we bumped, it would have been the same amount of damage, you know? There's no difference. And then now we should be able to win, even if we just do that. Crystal Sword, I do love the crystal, like... We would just put in the Crystal Sword. Because we can... You know, just doing like 15 damage and you can times it with the Fury. I don't know, because it's like... It's only 2 turns of normal damage, you know? We can do 12 damage per turn, but we can do 15 damage per turn. So it's basically what... It's like a bonus turn, but also we have to get the other stuff. I think this might... I think it's not the play today. Okay, so let's... Here, let's just do that. And that. And then is it worth then to get a 5 or a 6? Probably not. And then same thing, we're gonna player 3, bump, play that. And then if we get a 6, we win. We could use our Fury. So we got a 5. Wow. I guess we also do need to think about, say, like, when we get near the boss, you have to save the Fury. Okay, so that just makes that do +1 damage, which is, I mean, that's one of the worst upgrades in the game, is it not? Is that useful at all? That makes it smaller. You can bump twice. That lets you do more damage with that. Spiked Shield, you can now do 6 damage, which again, it feels pointless. And the Crystal Sword being small is interesting. But we need to upgrade, you know, if we could upgrade the hammer and the sword, we could do that. Okay, so there's actually no point upgrading the hammer now then. The bump twice. Or just more damage on that. Yeah, I mean, if you think this is +1 damage. This is like nothing. Technically, this is also +1 damage because we can bump one more time. And I guess it's also technically it's a potential shock value because it will help the 6 get hit. But I feel like this is a +2 damage. So I think it's the taser. Okay, so now that means we can now play the 5, play the 6, bump the 5, and play the 6. Very interesting. Okay, so let's change the 1, change the 2, change the 1. Okay, play the 6. And then, yeah, it doesn't actually matter that... And we have lethal, as long as she doesn't change on my dice. Okay, so we have the shop, we have 2 6s with a 10, 7 to add 4 to shield. Okay. And these stay over turns, don't they? I guess that is into the Midnight Charm then is into this. If you have a, do we have a, we do have, we do have a spare dice, but if we put this in, you know, like basically we don't have, I think we just ignore this, we don't have space for these. I think maybe we're the bump we don't really need. We're just going to use that to help our RNG. And another shock, maybe that, let's just do that. The bump is helping us get the 6, but we also, you know, we start with 4 dice, so the chance of us getting a 6 is, you know, something. It's definitely, was it not like 4 and 6? Is that something? And also we can change, you know, like, we've got 7 chances to get a 6, so, you know, we just got one. Okay, so that means we can start. We want to use our Fury. I guess that is the thing as well, that if you shock someone 3 times, I don't think it does it, does it? We can find out. So let's do that. We'll change the 3, change the 4, play the 5, and I'll just play these. Yeah, so we've shocked him 3 times, he only has 2 equipment. So I'm guessing it's just going to not... Like, it's not going to shock again, is it? I wonder if it might actually stay. Maybe interesting. If he has 1 shot. Okay, he does not. And he's burnt all our dice. So... I think I'm going to use Fury, so we can at least get some stuff back. I'm pretty sure we can heal after this. We can win now. Do we just want to do that? Just do that. We took 6 damage, but... Poison, so I think we're just going to ignore that. Yeah, so I actually do think it was maybe a mistake to get the nightstick. Because we don't need to shock that often, and we only want to shock like 1 or 2 times. Like we actually don't want to shock the whole board. Because they can just avoid it. I feel like we'd only start a poison build, so I think we'll just go back a bump. And we're going to heal. The Kraken has 48 health. I'm going to play the 5, change the 2, change the 1, bump the 5 into a 6, change one of these, and then play the 3. Yeah, shock is into this, and I keep on I can't decide if I like it or not. Because I need to remember the Kraken is a guy, he gets more powerful the more we play. Okay, how do we do this? I think we just do it, don't we? So let's bump this. And we were cursed, okay. And we need that, and that, and that. We'll just add some spice to it. This is that was a 5, and that was a 4, so I feel like we did okay there. We've been cursed again, we've been blinded again, and then that's it. So, same deal, we're gonna bump. What do we care about the least? This one? Then this one. Okay. See, he has so many dice here that the shock actually doesn't even do it. We've been blinded and cursed again, and he's doing a lot of damage. Technically we can kill him now. And we could use Fury, but it's just scary. If we use Fury, do we... No, I don't... I'm thinking like, do we win no matter what, but I don't think we do. I think it's not worth it. Yeah, okay. Not great, but maybe I should use a Fury because he's going to do a bunch of damage to us. I was thinking, I'm pretty sure they only have the dog and then the boss left, I think. So that's why I don't want to do it. Okay, so hopefully we just win. Okay, so we need this to be a 6. So maybe do I use No, we'll just do it. Nice. What are the chances of that? Okay, so we can change one of our shocks to a weaken, which we don't care about. And yeah, so, I don't know, there's one more floor after this. Okay. So maybe I should have skipped it. I was thinking we were going to kill the dog to level up, but maybe we should have just skipped it. Okay, there's our 5. There's our 6. And we have done that in the wrong order, but that's fine. As long as if we die and the wolf has got 1 health left, then that was an issue. And it's actually very possible. I think we're in like you know, like bad territory. Okay, so we're gonna Fury the 6. We're gonna hopefully get a 5. We're gonna play the 5. Yeah, so I'm not sure what happens here. We can win on the next turn, but he can also... Yeah, I think he used 1. Oh. I think we actually... It's possible we actually did die by 1 with 1 health there. Oh no, yeah, no, yeah, it's him that would have the 1 health. Yeah, so that was very unfortunate. Technically, you know, we're skipping difficulties. But this is what the Warboats have told us to do. But we'll just go back in. What I want to get a poison build. Like, do you know that might be the first ever emote that's been used against me? Or even like for me, you know? I know that's the first time someone in this Twitch chat is using emote to like, well, express emotion, I guess. And I'm honoured that it's, you know, if you want, I can die here and then, I'm saying it as a joke, we actually, it's very, I mean, it's not possible. But we did almost die on the very first enemy. That's actually a good point, I didn't think about that. Do you know, I don't know if I mentioned, no I wouldn't actually say to you, but you know channel points, you need like the average 3 viewers thing? Like you need to reach affiliate or whatever. Do you know they just gave channel points to like everyone? So I think I need to turn them on, but apparently I have channel points now. But it's one of the things, it's like, I don't want to use them until I get them for real. Yeah, I don't know if it's... I don't actually see anyone talk about it, but I got an email. I'm trying to see if I can look at them on Twitch without like messing anything up. Community, content, monetization. You see, I don't actually want to use them until I earn them, you know, the old days. Because from what I understand, getting that first, I don't know if it's affiliate or partner. Or poison. Let's go. But we have to actually win. Yeah, it's like meant to be easy if you actually put in the effort, you know. But just 'cause I'm so like, inconsistent, I keep on missing the days, you know. It's like go live for 4 days in a month. Oh, this is, we can only use a 3 on this one. Okay. I think we're gonna die. I mean, it depends what he does. Yeah, if he gets a 2 or a 4. So let's double poison him. And he's gonna take... Okay. So he has killed us. So Blink, so far we're 2 for 2. It did feel good now, like 2 weeks ago when I was live. I was live Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I was like, wow, we're finally doing it. And in that week, I played Dungeon Crawler twice. And then I got Monument Valley 1, 2, and 3 platinums. You know, I got 3 platinums in a week. And then I disappeared for 2 weeks. But we're back, we're playing Dicey Dungeons. We're playing Dicey Dungeons again. Actually, there's a chance I might go live tonight. Because I'm trying to like find space to both... Actually, that's a good point, because I didn't even talk about what I need. In this game. Because then we're going for this one, which is just to complete this episode. Then I also need to complete 12 episodes, but I can do like any easy ones. But the one that I definitely need is this one, which is a Jester episode. And from what I understand, to get the Jester, it's almost completely, well, it's not almost completely, it is completely RNG. Where basically you find the Jester in like a dungeon, and then you fight him. Then on another run, you'll find him on the 2nd floor. Then you find him on the 3rd floor, 4th floor, 5th floor. Then he's the boss. So I don't know how long that's going to take, but I need to do that all before Tuesday. So I'm like, it might just be, you know, 12 hours of Dicey Dungeons. But in the meantime, I do also want to play Henry Halfhead. So there's a chance that I'll be back tonight. I need to see, I mean, it depends how long this takes. I thought it would be done by now. It's nice because it means I can avoid work in the morning and watch. Yeah, nice. But then until someone schedules a meeting. So you need to tell them you're busy. Tell them to come over to Twitch chat. And you can have the meeting here. Okay, so far, doing well. Sticky hands, he's the guy that steals your money. I do like the battle axes. I think I actually see it said to this one because this does 6 damage, and this does 8 damage. But for some of these, and because it's 4 times 2, it feels like a lot more than just +2. So play the 4. Play the 4. Okay, he's not even stole any money yet, has he? Oh, he has now. But he's 1 hit. Get a bump. I wonder, is the equipment must be like seeded, because I feel like I'm always getting the same stuff. So there's no point in messing about. We should just bump that, play that, play that. This guy gains a dice. Wow. Can we get that? Same thing, bump that, play that. I do kind of like it when the game, I know I said this yesterday as well, but like when the game is like solved, and it's like, this is just what you do, you know? Then it obviously is like, is that fun or is that just boring? Okay, or we're just gonna do the shield. I mean, I did say it was boring because it was so easy. We don't even have it yet. Oh, I've messed up. Okay, yeah, so we play that, bump that, play that. We're blind. We've also got 2 1s. What are the chances of that? Play the 4. And bump the 5 into 6. Okay, anything cool in the shop? More shield. Or health. I mean, the health, I don't actually know. The health seems like really good. Because as long, I mean, obviously it depends how much damage you're taking. But if we can always heal for 3, then, you know, like, healing is kind of like, healing is also like a shield, if you think about it. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to, we can buy both. We can go, okay, let's go, yeah, what if we also bought, I don't have enough money. Okay. So what if we put the shield one in as well, and then we're shielding and... Okay, so, yeah, so this is when you should learn what the enemies do, because they both these guys open up like the whole board for this basically. This person is level 2 though, so I don't know what that means. But like, you can only assume they have less health, they maybe have less dice. Okay, so we are... Yeah, so now this is the game plan now. We do that. Now we want to play a 4. So we're going to change the 5. And then, I mean, we may as well without... Let's heal. So the healing, I mean, it's like it's kind of like baby mode, but it's not, you know, it kind of feels like cheating. We shouldn't be healing, but so we took 6 damage, and then here, if we're, you know, obviously you have to get lucky and actually get the what you need. Yeah, so now we can't heal because we went over the. Oh, we could have. We could have bumped the 6 into a 1 and then got. I mean, it's 1 health, but still. So they've done, yeah, so I don't know, they've done 10 damage. And then we kill. Wonder, we need to upgrade that, actually we can do that now. What is the... Yeah, so now you can recover more health and it also does poison. Yeah, I think we have a healing build today. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, I guess we check the shop. Shocks enemy, burns dice for those 2 6s. Don't think I care. I think we're happy for now. And they're both level 3, but I guess killing this guy gets me nothing. Killing her gets me a chest, which could have something. Okay, so we are starting with changing this to 6. Yeah. Then is it worth it? Yeah, I think we just bump and play that, and then play that. You know, we're missing 2 damage technically, but... Okay, that's shocked. So... Is it... I actually can't tell if it's worth healing. I feel like the game... I need to like learn how to play the game. So if we do this, we do 4 damage. If we do this, we do 8 damage. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like healing is important, but obviously when you level up, you get a full heal. So is it actually more important to just kill quickly and then get the heal instead of having to like heal a little bit along the way? So it does look like we might be about to die again. Okay, let's Fury to do 8 damage. That wasn't even 8. What was it? Oh yeah, okay, it was 8 twice. And then, yeah, so then we can just do this. Yeah, so then is this not going to give us... Yes, that gives a full heal, so there's no point healing. Is that right? This game's weird. I feel like everything I'm like... You know, I'm like, shock seems cool. Oh wait, I don't get it. Heal seems cool. I don't get it. I think we just need to get poison and go crazy. The spatula's into this, and it means, so basically means if we get a 6, we can turn it to a 1. Is that... You know... I feel a +1 value is better than a... Yeah, healing is good in boss fight, that would make sense. Yeah, I do think it might just be you want to do as much damage as possible. Which is... Because even shock is like a defensive thing. So I think maybe the way you want to play it is just to kill the guy like instantly. I can see burn and dice would be good. Because that's offensive and defensive. I do wonder though, is it even defensive? Like I wonder if the AI even... will the AI skip a turn to not get burned? Or will he just attack you? Okay, now we have the handyman, who doesn't look like he's going to do that much damage. Yeah, then change this, hopefully get a 6. And let's heal. Let's overheal. Okay, into this one. Don't know what he's doing there. I understand, yeah, because I get if you can put a 1 and a 2 in there, you get a 3. But he's putting a 6 and 5 in there and just getting a 6 and 5 back. Okay, so I do think I think we do need to start using the Fury more. You know what it is? I feel like every other roguelite I've got hours of experience of watching Northern Lion play. And in this one, I didn't watch him play this one that much. So I need like, basically I need someone else to play the game for me, and then like work out the meta. And then tell me, you know, which, like playing Pilates, like which jokers are good. Like, how does Green Joker actually work? Okay, so we're gonna play the 4, play the 6, and then play the 4 just cause. I do think it does feel bad that we can only do 14 damage per turn. You know, that's like the max, other than using the Fury. I mean, see, here's a time where the healing is actually going to work. Because it healed us back to full health, and it took down 1 poison. So it healed us for, like, 1 more, basically. And then, yeah, technically there, I mean, we should have been at 5 poison, so we should have been at 10. So, the healing is into this, and we do have lethal though, so let's just kill him. Open the chest. Fire. Don't think we care. I mean, that's the thing, we just need to think, like, is it worth? I mean, I guess the whip is better than the sword, just because they're the exact same. Yeah. And it will burn, so that is something. Yeah, Matt, it's into this, and it's definitely, it's reached a very specific side of the internet, I'll say that. Like, half the comments in there are just like, this doesn't make any sense. And I've basically just give up at this point. Like, because there's like factual stuff that people are saying about how, like, is this a game? Which, you know, I can see the point of it, like, obviously I disagree, but it's like, if you don't want to play an interactive thing like that, then that's fine. Like, think about, compared to like Dicey Dungeons, like, this is a video game, you know? Yeah, but just when it's like, the guy who played Cuphead reviewed this for IGN and gave it a 10. And it's like, there's just so many things wrong with that statement, you know? Like, he didn't review Cuphead, doesn't work at IGN, doesn't even review games, he didn't review Mixtape. But it's like, how do you, like, convince these people? Yeah, I was kind of, not like nervous, but when I was posting it, obviously I knew that, what, you know, it's like a touchy subject. But I don't know. I kind of like, I believe in like the idea of the video. So can we? I guess we should reload to 5. Yeah, like that. Because that's the thing too. People are like, people care about IGN too much, even though they're stupid and give games that don't deserve it a 10. I was like, you're the one that cares about IGN. But the fact that you're saying, who cares, that's you, Caden, you know? What I'm trying to do, I want to, because we can kill him now with this 4, but I want to see if we can heal. What I'm thinking is, I need to do the maths here. If I take 2 damage, then I heal for 3. Then I've healed for 1. That's correct, isn't it? Let's do that. Feels stupid, but actually, can we? No. Oh no, yeah, we can do this instead, can't we? We can heal for 4. Do double damage, and then do that. Yeah, at this point the video's died down, the comments have kind of stopped coming in. And I'm happy about that. There was a good one, someone asked, he was like, did you buy the game because you saw it organically on Steam? Or did you buy it because IGN gave it a 10? You know, it's because so many people are saying like this game came out of nowhere, like I've never heard of this. And I was like, there's a video on my channel from July 2024 saying how excited I was for it. I was like, I did not buy it because of IGN. Yeah, it was I think it might have shown up at some point before, but it was Xbox Summer Game Fest 2024. And then I think it was at the Game Awards as well last year, like a checkup kind of thing. It's like, this is like a famous game. But that's the thing, I mean, people were also finding out about Annapurna for the first time. You know, they're like, they pretend this is an indie game, but it's actually published by the daughter of a billionaire. So yeah, so it was like Outer Wilds, Sign of the Wild Hearts, like, you know, Edith Finch, Flodens. Like, Annapurna are not like a new company, it's so confusing. Yeah, I do think, obviously, some, like, this is not saying everyone, but I do think there's a thing with the people who are commenting about how much they hate the game. It's like they weren't going to like the game anyway, if that makes sense. Like, there's no point kind of arguing about it, because they like what they like and I like what I like, if that makes sense. I was watching MinMax just did a like documentary kind of thing, like a travelogue where they went to visit like a indie team in Spain, and I can't remember exactly what the context was, but yeah, actually they were talking about like game length, and it was Jacob Geller was saying like the people who complain about like what their games being 4 hours long aren't going to play the game anyway. You know, like they don't care that it's, like they do care that it's short, but like we don't care that a game is short. Like, you know, if a game is good, we'll play it. But it's like some people just want like Ghost of Yotei. You know, they're like, I thought Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yotei, I thought were like way too long. But like people want that. You know, people really thought it was too short. And that's what Jacob was kind of saying. Like, these people just have different taste in games, and then that's, you know, fine. But it's fine for them, I guess. Or it's fine for me. I guess it's not fine for them. Yeah, I want to play their other games, because I did remember when Gods Will Be Watching came out. I remember that. Oh god. I guess I should have probably thought more about using my Fury. I like it doesn't say how many losses you've got until you win. Yeah, I know. I don't know how I don't know how long I'll go until I start using it, but I'm definitely not opposed to any kind of cheating. But I think definitely since I started doing YouTube, I definitely have not wanted to do it just because I think it definitely depends on the game. But you know, if a game is known for being like a super hard platinum, and then you title the video, I got the whatever platinum, and then you watch it, and then the guy cheats at the end. You're like, oh, okay. Obviously this one's kind of different, but you know, I'm thinking like I remember when I think I'm sure there's some kind of like invincibility glitch in Isaac when you played as the Lost, which is the character that you die in one hit. I'm sure there's some way you could like save scum it back at launch, and it's like just the idea. Imagine someone did a video on Isaac. It was like, this game is so hard, and they just put they use an invincibility glitch. So I think now we're just playing. I mean, that kind of sucks, but. I guess we should have done it one more time. What if we die in the first fight? Yeah, the Sledgehammer game, yeah, I remember when Gods Will Be Watching came out, and I think it was either Nerdcubed or Northern Line that I watched play it. And I bet that game was kind of like hard on purpose. I don't even know, I wonder how playable it is now. Like, is it actually that hard, or was it just like young and it didn't like understand things? But yeah, I want to play Many Nights of Whisper. And I know, I can't remember if it was, I thought it was free, but I think it was actually pay what you can or something like that. Or maybe it was just something like a deep sale. Yeah, I think it was like, I think it's like £2 on Steam. Yeah, I bought that last year, never got down to it, even though it is only like an hour long. Nice. Yeah, I don't know why, I just love the like long form vlogs that they do. You know, it's like, I'm like 6 hours in, and half of it is just like, there's bits where they just like go for dinner and stuff like that. It's not like you know, hard-hitting journalism. But I think that's what I like about it. It doesn't feel as like rehearsed as, not rehearsed, but like seduced, I guess, you know? It's not like a sit-down interview. Like there's bit where they just sat for like half an hour and the composer just played like a bunch of music. That was it. And then they were asking her questions like, you know, about the process and where'd you get your ideas and stuff like that. But most of it was just like jamming out. Okay, we get the bump. We get a shot. Do damage +2. I mean, that is more interesting than the upgraded sword. So I think, do we have enough money? I'll just buy that. And we could actually, I mean, we have enough dice that we don't need the bump right now, and we can just do a bunch of damage. When do we level up in 1 fight or 2 fights? You know, it says 2 stars at the bottom. What is it? What's a star? Because you get like multiple experience. I do think we'll heal just in case. And then we'll fight they're both level 2. So that's what I mean, this is when you should be learning. I think this guy doesn't do a lot of damage unless you get his doubles. Yeah, so now we have a use for all of our dice. So let's use the 6. And then, oh, did not mean that. Oh god. Yeah, so he doesn't, I mean he does, he's going to do 8 damage to us, so he maybe does do a lot, but... So again, we can play the 6, and we can win now. And then we'll see, so what... Yeah, okay, so you meant to experience, and I wonder if you get the amount of experience as the level that they are. Okay, so we'll take the shield, we're not going to use it, but... Yeah, so now it's 7 experience, so I think this guy's going to give us 2. You know, it's like... But then, yeah, then it'll go up to 3. I don't understand how that works. Okay, let's use Fury because we have it. Then see if we can do... You know, we could actually burn them there. But if that would have been a better use. That's what I have no, like... I'm kind of like playing the game on autopilot. Like, I know what to do, but I don't know why to do, if that makes sense. And then, yeah, we just kill. Okay, lots of stuff here. Guess we go for the... Whether go for the... Yeah, let's just go for the upgrade. Whether get the upgrade or we get the 2 heals, but... Steady head is weak to shock. Yeah, so I don't know what that means. Because shock doesn't like do damage, but... Let's just get our dice higher. Play the 6. Yeah, so I'm thinking, like, is it worth it? What's better, 4 damage and 4 in here, or... Yeah, let's actually use our Fury again and burn 2 of these dice. And he did use both. And then now we have almost won. Okay, let's see. That makes it do 1 more damage, that makes that do 1 more damage, that makes that do 2 more damage. But it uses more, obviously, yeah. See, again, it's like, what's the math? I mean, it's quite, yeah, I mean, these are the exact same. And I guess we're more likely to play the broadsword, so that is technically better, I think. And when if you double it, is that anything? 7? Is there any, if you use Fury, no, just playing it twice. But then that one is actually, there's a 2 difference. Oh, see that, oh, I get it now, that deals fire damage. So that must be where the stat, you know, the type advantages come in. Okay, I think we just do that. I think it's like they're all, did I get smaller actually? I don't know. I swear in the page there it looks smaller. Yeah, so now I'm like, oh, kind of wish I'd fought this guy because now I have no health. So we play... See, this is the thing, I'm like, is the 6 even worth it here? Because it always does, you know, minimum does 4 damage. Should we actually be putting things in here? But I guess the point of playing the staff thing is you don't want to overkill, because then you're wasting dice. So that is interesting. I guess we'll just do that, and then we'll deal the 1 to hopefully get a 6. Yeah, okay, so it stayed at a 1, so then we can do that and that. Okay, so that's going to start doing a lot of damage fast. We can get out of it with a Fury, which could be the move. So yeah, so then we win. Let's just do that. Oh, we don't win. I did the maths, like, you know, I did like, what, 18 take away however much we were at, and I knew we were like almost there, but... Okay, so he's now... We now have 1 health. Thank God for the apples. But actually, yeah, because we heal. But yeah, the level up system's kind of confusing. Crystal Sword, do we just... You know, I do love the Crystal Sword, do we... You know what, maybe... How do we feel about this? You know, that's going to do 9 damage, that's going to do 6 damage, that's going to do 15 damage, but only once. But if you think about it, that's a lot of damage on, like, you know, if we got 2 6s and a 5. So what? Yeah, so it's 30. We're doing 30 damage on the first turn if we get a perfect build, obviously. But we have 4 dice. It's not impossible. And I do like it better. I feel like we're hardly using the staff. Okay, so we got our 6s. I guess that's the thing, we don't want to waste it. Oh, we should use the... Yeah. Or maybe we... I don't know. It's fine actually, because we do have the 2 apples waiting about, so we can basically take like 15 damage. And this guy's fascinating, isn't he? What is he doing? Okay, so we've got at least 1 5. Oh wait, you want to unlock it. Okay, so we do that. Yeah, I feel like the Crystal Sword basically won the whole episode for us last time. So I'm enjoying that. Do damage to yourself, but damage to the enemy, add shield and add shield. I mean, I think this first one we've seen, the Iron Shield, that one's kind of interesting because it's basically like the spiked shield, but better, you know, for what I would use it for. So I'm actually going to think about it. Get rid of the normal sword. And basically just do 9 damage every turn, and then use the rest to block. That's stupid. I actually like that idea. So we're now doing less damage, but that's the thing, that once we've used the sword... Actually no, but the point is we're going to use the sword and win. And we can change if this is not working. Okay, so yeah, we just want to go to the chest, hopefully get something. The Wicker Man is weak to fire. So that, yeah, that's interesting too. Once you start to learn the weaknesses, which they do seem quite easy, like this guy's made of wood. Then you can start to like change your loadout before you go in. Yeah, so let's just use our Fury. Then do that. And then you add as much shield as possible. Oops. I feel like we might be onto something like that. I can't actually tell. Yeah, so I mean, this is the thing. Once we've used our Crystal Sword, we can't do much. Especially if we misclick and only get 1 shield. But I guess it does give us more, you know, if we actually played that properly, we get more opportunities to actually use the shield, you know? The whip, do damage and inflict burn. Yeah, so, nope. Do we want to use this? But it's actually a fight. And I have noticed that, but it's like, you know, whenever you find a mimic chest, there's something good in, like, you know, you're gonna get something from them opening it. So obviously you should never, once you've noticed it's a mimic, you should never fight it. But it's like, what is one gonna do? I think we fight this guy first because he's a lower level, and then we can actually heal, unless he's also a mimic. Yeah, so if we use Fury now, then we just win in one. And he does do a lot, it looks like he does a lot of damage. So I think we're going to. Maybe I should have saved that for the mimic. I'm not sure. Okay, you're a real apple. Change bump for the battle axe. No, I mean I do, you know, I do like the battle axe, but okay, so let's heal anyway, because I'm pretty sure we level up when we beat this guy. So that would, if we didn't heal, it would be a waste. Reduce health by half? What? Yeah, but I get half isn't a lot. You know, like it is, but like, you know, 14, then 7, then 3, then 2, then 1. Okay, so let's play the 5, play the 6, and then hopefully get a 6. Oh. See, the menus are kind of funky. Yeah, so hopefully this, I mean, he's going to half our health actually. Okay. Let's use our Fury there. And then hopefully he doesn't, I mean if he does that, that's what I'm saying, if he halves our health, we go down to 7, then we're fine, you know. And he didn't. Wow, okay. Yeah, so I think we basically just got unlucky there. Yeah, so what I'm hoping is, I mean, you don't actually get like the word in this game, but yeah, we've got 1 coin. I was thinking maybe the Dutton Apple would give you, oh, we get, I don't know if this is actually part of it, but Flash with shield, do shield damage, okay. Or we can upgrade the shield to give us more shield, upgrade the sword to be smaller, so we could fit in a bump, I guess. Yeah, I mean that's all we could do. Or, yeah, that's it. Okay, so make it so the shield is better, or is it the bump? Have we used the bump? I feel like the one shield is kind of not great compared to a whole, you know, a new kind of utility. So yeah, we'll get the sword smaller and put the bump in. And then if we'll make it to this hidden post if it lets us. Yeah, change the bump for the battle axe. Okay, so we have another upgrade if we can get to it. So he has a lot of health. So he's going to do like 12 damage, and if he does do 12 damage, he'll lock a dice, and then he's going to curse us. Okay. So he's going to do a lot of damage. I mean, what's the... If he's with only 3 dice, he's going to do like 9 damage to us. Is that the expected value? So let's do that. Then change this. Then change this. Then change this, I think. Yeah, so that failed, but it doesn't actually matter, because then we just do... Do we want actually a bunch of shield then, actually? I'm getting nervous, but you know, we have 6 shield. So we did develop it, and also curses. Okay, so let's, first we'll do though, just to get something. And then we're gonna bump this. Okay, I was hoping it would curse. So we care less about the shield. No, we care less about the damage. Just because you can keep shield over... I mean, yeah, it's going to be impossible to keep our shield. And we have been cursed again. So, same thing, we're going to see what we can get. then bump the bump the 4. Okay, and then we can use the I do think we just want to start doing damage though. And then end. So we almost, I mean, we did well there with the shield. No, same thing, change that. Change that. Change that, sure, why not. Then bump the 3. Okay, now we can actually do stuff. Let's just do the 5 and the 5. This one's slow, but we're getting there. We have a Fury now, so I mean that is something. At least a waste, but we should, you know. Gonna bump that. Okay, now at this point we care less about shield. We managed to dodge the curse. Change the 2, change the 3, change the 3, and we can win now if we had a 6. Okay, we cannot get a 6, but it does mean that we can actually do damage. And do that. We could use Fury to win there, but I feel like it's pointless. And then now we just want to... we're not even cursed, so... Yeah, so that one, I mean that that was a scary fight. But we have now unlocked... we didn't get anything. We can heal. Can we heal? Yeah, I mean we're not going to heal again for a while. Yeah, so we want to go to the Wards upgrade, I think. He's got 50 health, what's going on? Okay, so he's going to do like 10 damage per turn, and then every once in a while he's going to do 8 damage. So I think we're going to use our Fury. If we can. So yeah, I think we do 6 here, 6 here, bump the 4, and then play the 30. So he's starting with 8 damage. But we can win on the next turn. You know, I don't need to do that, we just need to... oh, I guess we should check. Yeah, so we'll do that. Do that. You know, actually, I think I should have shielded more there. Because we didn't need to do that much damage to him, you know? And it would have saved some, like, what, one more health, but... like I said, if I die with... like, if I don't survive, where I would have if I had 1 more health, then, you know, that's an issue. Okay, so now we can upgrade the shield, I guess, because, you know, we're using the bump just to use it. Okay, so now we want to fight this guy, I think. Paper Knight level 5. Level 4. I mean, yeah. If we fight them, we get a heal to then fight them, and then get a full heal. If we fight them, we get a shop which might have a heal in it, and they should be easier. I think we do the Paper Knight. They look easy though as well, like their animation. They're like a little guy. So the Paper Knight, what do? You do 9 damage on evens. But it does less damage every turn. But I mean, that doesn't matter, because if they hits... so in basically, if they get an even, in 3 turns we die. It's kind of into this now, it's like, we could actually save the Crystal Sword until we have our Fury. Is that something? Either way, we'll see, yeah, I think we might want to... I guess we want to shield up as much as we can, so that the 9 damage keeps on going down and we don't die. I think that's it. I think we do that and we just play this. And then we bump this, we play that. And then now, if they, you know, they will do 2 damage to us if they get an even. Yeah, and then now we just have to keep on blocking like that. So let's change this. That's a 6. So we shield again, bump, and do damage. Yeah, because so now they'll do 1 damage to us. And then on the next turn, as long as we have the full shield up, they won't do damage to us, and then we win. So same thing, use the 6, bump that. I feel like this is a good place where I feel like this is one of the ones that's like, it's solved, you know? I know what to do. If you get a 6, put it there. If you get a 6, put it there. We have now locked 2 of our dice, but we can still get the full block, and then just bump that and do that. So then we win on the next turn. Yeah, that was good. I feel like actually that's like the first fight in this game that I've like, I actually did it, you know? Like I thought about how it was going to work, and we like played it out. And then now we can heal, fight you, and we're now 1 away from the boss, so we want to hopefully get a feud here and don't use it. So, what do? You get 4 dice, and you're going to do 4 damage to us. But only once per battle. So what do you do after that? Oh wait, she's like, okay, I get it. So she has 3 moves, and then once she's done them, or I guess it maybe just at any point, she then makes it like, she does lightning damage instead, she does ice damage instead. Okay, so I can't really work her out, but, you know, the max she can do is, let's see, if she got like 3 6s, she can do 12 damage to us. Okay, so I don't know, I think, I don't know how to actually play this one, but I think it's the same as the last one where we just shield as much as we can. So I guess we'll start doing the 15 damage, and then bump that, shield that, attack that. So she's starting at half health, and she's not got a very good withal, so we're not going to take that much damage. Yeah, so then we can shield up, and then hopefully just use this 1 dice, do some more damage. And yeah, so now she's going to attack us and then heal. And that gives her... Oh, okay. I thought she'd get new moves. But I like the idea that it's once per battle, but she can just get them back. I'm like, what? Okay, so same thing. Let's just shield up. And an attack. I feel like it's finally going well for us. Okay, so we've lost our... Can we win with that? No, okay, so we need... Oh, it's on the next turn that we can win. That means that this turn, it doesn't matter how much damage we do. As long as we do like... You know, like, if we do 7, that's like half. So... I know we heal actually, don't we? Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to... What we're going to do... is I'm just going to take the damage to shield. And then take the damage to attack. We actually, you know, we kind of want her to hurt us, so that we get our Fury going into the boss. Is that stupid? I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to... Can we just grab this actually? Is that going to give us Fury? No, it gives us something. Okay, this makes me stupid. I don't want to take too much damage. So we're going to shield, and I'm going to skip turn. We just need to take like 1 or 2 damage. Okay, so we have Fury now. And we haven't died, hopefully. Yeah, so if we place that in there, then... Oh, we need 1 more turn to kill her. Okay, so... We should shield up again. With the max shield. And then do some damage, and then whatever we get, you know, even if we just get a 1. She's going to heal. Okay, but even if we get okay, right, perfect. Oh, that was scary, especially because, like, you know, we had the kill, and I'm like, okay, we should we should lose on purpose. Yeah, so now we're at max level. We've got another dice, which I mean, don't actually care about. We've got the shop, so we can upgrade. Can we even upgrade? Yeah, there are. No, we can. I mean, we can make bump better. I don't know why we would do that. We could make if any of these get smaller, we could get rid of bump for that. I guess we should look at the chest first. That is very interesting, because we have a lot of leftover dice. You know, once we've used the crystal sword, we only have 2 dice to use, and we've got 5. That means we can pump, instead of using bump to kind of help us out a bit, we can put them into the chocolate cookie. Which is like, it's a Fury every 12 dice. And then we can upgrade it. I don't know what it's going to do, but... yeah, it makes it even quicker. Okay. I wonder, I mean, I don't really understand what the mass... Now if you used a Fury on that, what does that do? You know? Is that like a 3 times Fury? Warrior versus beat this. Yeah, B. The colours are off, she's like a green B. Well, if it is another dice, or wait, or wait, if it's only one of you, is it Douse? That sounds right. Anyway, welcome to Defeat Douse. Next one. Yeah, so what I'm thinking is... I mean, I want to get a 5 first. Do we care about only having... No, yeah, we need the 5. Okay, so we don't care. Basically, the chocolate cookie thing, I'm like, can we use a Fury on that and then use the crystal sword and just win? But I think we... just do this for now. So the chocolate cookie comes back every turn. That's crazy. Oh, I wonder actually, can we use our Fury now to... what the hell's going on? Oh, she has dodge, that's so annoying. For the crystal sword. Okay, so we have her 5. And she has 1 dodge. Okay, so we're gonna... what does the dodge do? Do they just avoid it? Yeah, so we basically have to use an attack on her. 1 minute, I need to think about this. Okay, so we want to use an attack on her with a low dice. Oh, I attacked twice. I forgot that. Okay, so now we've lost the chocolate cookie. So now we have to... now we want to do that. I can't tell if this is going to win or if we're going to lose because we're not going to block. But what I'm going to do, we're going to play the 6. Now I'm thinking, so when do we want to play the Fury? If we play it now, we'll get 2 Furies. Yeah, I think we play, if this works out, I think it's going to work. We're going to play the Fury to double this. So then we're going to get 2 Furies added to our Fury counter. Did it add 1? Oh no, because we used 1 and then added 2. You know, I think I'm pretty sure that would have worked the exact same. Yeah, then we're going to do 15 damage to her 3 times. Which actually isn't as much as I thought, but... 40 damage in 1 attack, there we go. Did not mean to get that. But it was cool, it was a little paper knight. Yeah, so now hopefully we just don't die. She can do a lot of damage. But we do get a Fury back. Like we didn't, but we almost did. Okay, so... now we just want to... let me think. If we can do... yeah, if we get a 6... if we get a 6 and we also get a 9 on with 2 other dice, or the other dice, we can kill her. Oh, she has a dodge. Okay, so that means we have to... well, the dodge is actually really bad because we can only attack once. Unless we attack twice. Okay, so let's just... okay, if we use these 2, then we can do 14... we can do... yeah, I think this is not great unless we want to shield. Do we just want to do... do we want to do like a super shield? That may actually be the play. Okay, so we're going to play the 3 here. Then play a 9 here. And then get 10 shield. Just because that lets me feel safer. To kind of do what we want to do. Yeah, we did get Fury back, so maybe is this the play now? Do we just do the same thing as last time? 7... like, will it hit 3 times? I can't... so... oh no, she doesn't have dodge anymore. Okay, so now I think we win. As long as we play... I just want something bigger. Okay, so I'm pretty sure now... we can do... if we unlock this... then we can play a 4 and a 5. I think maybe we should have played the Fury before, but I don't think it actually matters. Then we play the Fury now. And then this is going to do... Yeah, it do 14 damage. Or maybe do 21, I actually can't tell. Yeah, the 21, okay. Yeah, because the Fury means it's going to play twice. Fantastic. It only took me an hour and a half. We're rooting for you, so let's spin the wheel. And again, we lose. Will we ever get out? Sad times, but it's so brave of you to keep down, so let's have another episode. Do more than 40 damage in a single attack and complete any elimination event episode. Yes, we get the paper knight. And then with else we get porcupine for the yeah. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, so now we've unlocked one more episode on the warrior. We have not done it in the jester yet. So I do believe I might have to do that off camera just because it seems like an RNG thing, and you know, we've spent 3 hours and we've not even like started the RNG. Yeah, so that is it for today. However, before we go, we do get to find out if the Warboats was a complete miss or not. So we just got this one. We're hoping it's a hit, because if it's a hit, it means that this is the 5, and then I can continue business as usual. If it's a miss, it means that these all go up the way, and I need to like rethink my whole like strategy. So we are going to daily. Oh wait, I can't scan until. Okay, I can't scan until 6 o'clock, so I do apologise. I can't scan for an hour and a half. That is unfortunate. Yeah, so I guess that is it for today. There's no live scanning. If you want to check my the office account in an hour and a half, then I'll have scanned it by then, and then we can see. Yeah, thanks for watching, Blink and Matt. Thanks for the emotes making fun of my death. I enjoyed that. And yeah, might be back on tonight for Henry Halfhead or tomorrow. I guess now it just kind of depends on what the Warboats looks like. You know, how's it going to shape up? Yeah, thanks for watching, and like I said, yeah, either in like 4 hours or 20 hours. But I'll see you when I see you.